Good morning and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. It's your Wednesday morning and we are shining the spotlight on your baby's skin right now because we know that it is crucial for their health, shielding against irritants, germs and bacteria, and also being 30% thinner than adult skin. It requires gentle care with baby-specific products. And the team at Johnson's Baby emphasize the importance of nourishing or nurturing rather an infant's skin health for overall development and comfort. And this morning, dermatologist Dr. Lauren Knight joins us to share everything we need to know about the importance of nourishment for our baby's skin. Dr. Lauren, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, my boys are a little bit bigger, so it's good. Maybe I need a bit of a refresh in this. But yes, I know a couple of people out there in my own personal circles that just recently had a baby. So here's some great advice heading your way. The first thing that we need to know, especially when it comes to moms teaching, going about their baby in terms of nourishing their skin, what do we need to consider?
So I think the first thing to remember exactly what you said. Our baby's skin is still developing and we really want to support that development, optimize that development. So one of the first things that I tell parents is a little bit of a strange one, but touch your baby, and more importantly, do skin to skin with your baby. So there's viruses, bacteria and fungi that live on our skin as part of our microbiome, and you really want to colonize your baby's skin with that, setting it up for optimizing its development and function. And obviously it's a beautiful bonding experience to get used to touching and handling your baby.
I'll never forget that.
Getting used to what's normal for them, so you can pick up differences in their skin. And then obviously to support the functions of temperature regulation, barrier support, immune function, then we're going to look at how you're going to optimize their skincare and bath time routines.
Wow, interesting indeed. So from your point of view, just some guidance when it comes to an effective skincare routine. When we look at, bathing for babies, moisturizing, diaper care, and also how does it differ from having an infant as opposed to a toddler?
Yeah. So I think the most important thing is to remember you don't need to bath your baby every day. So you might need to if they're dirty or if they've had an accident, or you might want to as part of your kind of winding down routine, but you really don't need to bath them every day. And I actually advise parents in the first few months to actually just top and tail your baby and then just really bath them once or twice a week. And if you are going to be bathing them, you obviously first want to check that the temperature of the water is right, and then you want to make sure that you're using baby-specific gentle washes in the bath that are fragrance-free, non-irritating to their skin, supporting their barrier, not stripping any of the important lipids. And then as soon as they come out the bath, you really want to make sure that you're putting on a good moisturizer to really support that barrier, lock in the moisture and hydrate their skin. And just important to remember that you can use a moisturizer even if you're not bathing them. So when you're top and tailing them, you're moisturizing them. If you're just changing them and their skin's looking a little bit dry, to moisturize them because their barrier really is still developing. So they are prone to getting dry skin, prone to having sensitivities, and locking in that moisture helps to support those functions and prevent the sensitization of the skin. I think diaper care is probably one of the most important things and things that we hope people know a lot about.
I mean, there's where really the risk of rashes and those kind of things
You're going to
developing.
see a lot of the skin problems happening in that kind of area with babies, and it really is easily preventable. So making sure that you're using a good barrier cream at every nappy change, that you're changing a nappy frequently, you can prevent a lot of those, irritations that happen as a result of the little particles coming into that sensitive skin in a very nice, warm, humid environment.
Yeah, exactly.
So you need to just, look out for that. When we think about toddlers, your skincare routine maybe expands a little bit. You can maybe be a little bit less pedantic about products, but I usually say to parents, err on the side of caution. They're also still prone to having odd little sensitivities popping up. So rather gentle, you can still carry on your baby-specific line into your toddlers.
Yeah, absolutely, because our toddlers, we know they're much more active
and
so maybe all over the place.
Maybe you need to bath more from a dirt point of view, but same principles in terms of gentle washes, moisturizers, nice, and looking after their skin.
Absolutely. Just from your point of view, what do you see some of the most common skin conditions that babies present with, just so we as parents can just be on the lookout for that, and when do we need to start seeking medical advice?
Yeah. So I think it's important for parents to remember, and to, especially for first-time parents, to realize that baby's skin is often far from perfect. So we have this idea of this perfect porcelain skin that's very unblemished, and their skin, because it's still developing, is often sensitive. So they do have little patches and blotches that pop up. So again, touch your baby, get used to knowing what your baby's skin normally looks like. Is something persisting for a long time? Is it, just kind of transient? And then we want to know is what is common and preventable, what is common and we just need to support the baby through it, and what is common but maybe we need to be seeking help. So common and preventable is going to be your things like nappy rash, your sensitivity, and that we've spoken a little bit about in terms of washing, moisturizing, how to look after general skincare. What is common and needing just support, things like baby acne. So we know that about 20% of babies get baby acne around 2 weeks. So it really does just look like acne on their face. Important to realize it will pass. Do not irritate it, do not pick it, do not use anything to try and get it to go away. Just support the skin through it. Something like seborrheic dermatitis or cradle cap, super common. We see it in about 70% of babies by 3 months and actually can persist to up to a year.
Sure.
So that little dry, flaky bits on the top of their scalp. And all we're really wanting to do there is to use appropriate washes, shampoos to soften it, allow you to wash off the cradle cap, to brush it out. But again, don't pick, don't irritate it. And if it is extensive, becoming painful, looking that you think it might be infected, then you really need to seek help.
Yeah, I think you can see when somebody's called, it's angry.
It's angry, and exactly, and just knowing your baby, you know, if you're using appropriate products, you're being a reasonable parent, you're using baby-specific products, and the skin is just really not settling, it's becoming severe, your baby's unwell, then seek help.
Absolutely. Dr. Lauren, thank you very much. That was a whole lot of advice this morning. Really appreciate it. You sure do have a wealth of knowledge, but it comes down to making sure that you use the right products. Looking at that. Appreciate all that advice. I mean, the lessons and practices taught to us in our fundamental years this morning, are absolutely crucial to how we care for our health later in life as well, and how the skin adapts. And thanks to Johnson's Baby, we got to take a closer look at the benefits of holistic nourishment for our little ones. So once again, Dr. Lauren, thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Man, oh man, that where's the time when my boys were young, where we dealt with all of that, the cradle cap, the nappy rash and everything, and we panic. But look, you put us at ease this morning. Thank you very much. Take care of your babies.